everybody. I am Yolanda, co-founder of Harper Therapy, and that's Hobbs. He's climbing onto my couch. He's one of our therapy dogs. And I am here today with Blessany, and she's one of our amazing therapists here at Harper Therapy. We're really excited that we are going to have a conversation this month about needs.
We're going to talk
Really
about
good
needs.
ones. Yeah. And today we're going to talk about teens and needs. So tell us about our teens and what they need.
Yeah. So the conversation about teenagers, I wanted to start it off by talking about how I can recognize that a lot of parents today are doing everything that they possibly can for their teenagers. And sometimes it's very easy to overlook that.
The fact that everybody's doing the best they can.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Just because sometimes all we can see is the negative in what maybe your parents aren't giving you or what you are not giving to your child. But let's stop and recognize that parents are doing the best they can right now.
It's tough out there, y'all. It is tough. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what teenagers need today? Teenagers are exposed to so many just different inputs of information, especially with media.
Yeah. It's a whole world out there.
It is. It really is. And so I wanted to pay special attention to the fact that we could be giving our teenagers everything they need, and still we're noticing depression, we're noticing anxiety, we're noticing maybe a child who's more withdrawn, they are avoiding, they are failing in school. And a lot of that is because they have everything, it can still feel like they have absolutely nothing.
Especially from their perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so when I specified what teenagers need, most of that was just to feel heard and accepted.
Isn't that something that we all need? Yeah. But to say more about that.
Yeah. So when we talk about teenagers feeling heard and accepted, I'll start off by talking about their peers, and then I'll start off by talking about adults and their families. And teenagers right now with their peers feel like if they do one thing wrong, they will be ostracized from the community. And the reality is that they can be. Yeah, they really can. Before, with social media, if somebody was getting bullied or somebody was getting made fun of, you could either leave school and go home, turn off your computer, just not have access. But now they have access to
24/7.
24/7.
Yeah.
And so that need for belonging is very real in their community. And when they don't feel like they do belong, they can spiral very quickly.
Yeah. And it's interesting because, Shaman and I have 3 adult kids. And one of the mantras that I had when they were growing up was, this is developmentally appropriate, and I hate it, and it's developmentally appropriate. That during the teen years, it is this individuation process. So in theory, we'd like to tell them, like, oh, you're not even going to be talking to these people in 3 years or 5 years or whatever. It doesn't matter. But
right now,
for them, that's everything. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's funny that you say that. That kind of segues into talking about what a teenager needs in relation to adults and their parents. Is sometimes what feels monumental for them might not feel monumental for us.
Right.
And that goes into the feeling like they're not being heard and not being understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think, parents in an effort to help their teens feel better want to offer like the wisdom of having lived more years, and the teens they just don't care. It's not their lived reality.
Exactly. They just want to feel like somebody's willing to sit there and listen to me and connect with me and hold me. Obviously that depends on what your child needs and what they're comfortable with. But yeah, we have a tendency to try our best to help them, but in a lot of ways it can make them feel devalued.
I think in a lot of ways, understandably, parents want to fix the situation.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, their kids in pain and struggle, and that doesn't feel good to see someone that you care about. And I think oftentimes in the trying to fix is where we kind of railroad over our teens and them feeling understood. Like our attempt to fix or to help by fixing leaves them in a place of not feeling heard and
Absolutely.
understood. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Leslie is the teen whisperer.
Love the teens.
Yes, she is amazing with them, and they love her as well. So if your teen is struggling and needs a place to be seen and heard and understood and given some tools and some support, in addition to you, mom and dad, having some support for the family as well, because it does take a village. It takes all of us.
It takes a
working at it.
team.
Yeah, it takes a team. So we would be more than happy to help with that. Give Harper Therapy a call at 813-434-3639. You can set up a free consult to have a conversation with Leslie, to ask any questions and make sure that she's a good fit. She's amazing. So give us a call.